Well, you know what? I probably will eat all mine. Some of mine. And I brought chocolate cookies. I baked them and I put them in a stamped package.
Mary.
You got her. You got her, Monia.
Geez, I'm waiting for the snow to hit. When's that supposed to happen?
Well, I guess later on tonight.
Yeah. Let's do it, Brad.
Definitely later on tonight. Hey, where is my fork? I can't even.
Let's do it.
I want a raise.
Good, let's do it.
Mary.
Stuck in.
Sorry?
The first mirror is in the second mirror is in the cup.
Okay, yeah. That's right. Mary. Mary. Mary.
Oh, hi, Brian. How was your tennis game?
Terrible. I kept worrying about leaving you all alone. But, sorry. I kept worrying about leaving you all alone. But I have to say, you've never looked better.
Thank you.
Well,
Well,
is he here?
yes.
Oh.
He's in the bedroom.
The bedroom? What the hell's he doing in the bedroom?
He's asleep. Now, Brian, I want you to keep a very open mind as to what I'm about to tell you. But I think it's important and only fair that I do tell you.
So tell me,
We had sex.
you had sex.
Yes.
Well, no wonder you look better. Mary, there are some things you really shouldn't tell me.
Well, Brian and I really wrestled with that problem, but then I thought, well, if Peter is only a fantasy, then it obviously really didn't happen, which should alleviate any fears or anxieties you have of betrayal on your part. However, the fact that I did go through with it means that these underlying problems that I'm having go a lot deeper than either of us had supposed. It was a rather complicated thought process, but I think I'm navigating it through quite rationally.
Mary, does it bother you that I can read and thoroughly understand 2,000 pages of incoherent tax formations at one sitting and yet not understand a single word you just said? Damn it, Mary, how can you have sex with a fantasy?
Well, I'd rather not go into details because...
You're supposed to be in the chair, Brian, when you said that.
Well, I'd rather not go into details because there's certain things that a woman's life that should remain private.
Oh, God.
But think, Brian, I could have hit upon something that every woman dreams of. A husband who loves her and a fantasy that satisfies her. We could end up big, big winners. We could almost end up with a best-selling self-help book.
This is getting sicker by the minute. Is this what this is all about? Sex? I'm not fulfilling my husbandly chores? Maybe you're not fulfilling your wifely chores. Have you ever thought about that?
Well, of course I did, sweetheart.
You did?
Yes, but I feel that this ordeal I'm going through has a lot more to do with than just sex.
It does.
Yes, sex just seems to be a bonus.
Okay, let me think this one through. I have a wife who just committed adultery with no one. No, not even Judge Judy would touch this one. Mary, I want that asshole in there, dressed and out of your life.
Well, and how do you suppose you go about doing that?
Maybe shock treatment. What if you screwed in a light bulb with a wet hand? Damn it, I'm sick to my stomach. Suddenly, I'm not the only man in your life.
Of course you are. Do you think for 1 minute if Peter was a real person, I would have gone to bed with him?
You wouldn't have?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, this has gone on far enough. I'm calling the children.
Oh, Brian, just leave them out of this.
No, they need to know their mother's having an affair with someone who doesn't exist.
And what would that accomplish?
Well, if they're decent, loving children, they're going to want to put you away.
Okay, hold on a minute. You need not got phone up to your ear all the time. It's
Okay,
like-
right.
'cause
You'd have to dial it.
You're covering your face. You've just picked it up
Okay.
and just hold it.
Yeah.
Okay, do it up and again.
Well, if they're decent, loving children, they're going to want to put you away.
No, they're going to want to put you away. Because as soon as you tell them, I'll deny it. That's bad. I'll deny it, and they'll think you're the crazy one. You know, James Thurber wrote a story about it.
Do that again, because that was awkward.
Very awkward.
Walking
Yeah,
around.
okay.
Don't walk around the church. That's when she takes the phone from you, come downstage and sit in the chair.
Well, if they're decent, loving children, they're going to want to put you away.
No, they're going to want to put you away. Because as soon as you tell them, I'll deny it, and they'll think that you're the crazy one. James Thurber wrote a story about this. It was called The Unicorn in the Garden. But in the story, however, the situation was reversed. The husband kept thinking he saw a unicorn in the garden.
There are no unicorns.
Exactly. So the wife called up the lunatic asylum to have him carted away. But when the men in white jackets arrived, he denied ever seeing a unicorn.
I'm calling the children.
So they took her away instead for reporting such a crazy story, which is what they're going to do to you.
That does it. There's going to be no more reading in this house. Get out of there, damn it. Get out of there, you philandering bastard. Mary, Mary, are you trying to get even with me for something? Oh yeah, that's right. Mary, are you trying to get rid of me for something I did?
Like what?
Well, let's start with being alive. Does that somehow offend you?
Honey, why don't you have something to eat? All you've had all day is coffee and toothpaste. Why don't you have a muffin?
The chocolate chips are bit into.
Oh, what can I tell you?
It tastes like foot spray.
You know, there were times in our marriage when I thought, even if I did have a lover, you wouldn't care. It's kind of comforting to see you so upset like this.
Did you see what you just did?
I kissed you.
Yes, on the forehead. Like you kiss a parent or a child. You never kissed me on the forehead before. Damn, you just had wild, passionate sex with your old boyfriend who you never see, and me, who you've been with every day of your life. I just get a kiss on the forehead.
Oh, I thought it was a rather affectionate kiss. You kiss me like that quite often.
Yes, but not under these conditions. Damn it, Mary, I want a meaningful kiss.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, gee, Brian, I don't know if I could just jump into it like that.
Mary, I'm your husband. We walk around naked a lot. We've taken showers together. You've even given me an enema. I just want a lousy kiss.
I gave you a lousy kiss.
You sure did.
Wow, I feel terrific. You know what I think we should do right now? Go for a walk. What about the zoo?
You know what, Brian? Maybe I'll go for a walk.
I'll go-
Maybe some fresh air will be good for me, clear my head.
I'll go with you.
Oh, no, I think I'll go by myself. Maybe I'll just walk down to Central Park, go to the zoo.
I used to walk with you there all the time. That used to be our favorite place to go in New York.
Well, it still is mine. I go whenever I can.
You're going out there with him, aren't you?
Brian, oh, sorry.
Yeah. It used to.
Sorry.
You're going to our favorite place with him.
I'm just trying to find a way to end this.
And how the hell is
And
that?
how the hell is that? By sleeping with him? By going out with him?
Please try to remember, Brian, there is no him.
Of course there is a him, and the two of you are dating.
Do you have $20? We may want lunch.
Mary!
I'll get my purse.
Tough luck, guy.
Mary, I am not a very happy soulmate.
I know, dear, and I'm sorry, but I just want to see this thing through. Try to understand.
Never.
I'll be back later.
Mary, I'm warning you. Mary, I'm warning. Somebody say something.
No.
Okay.
I think it was the clock.
Mary, I'm warning you right now. You're forcing me to take drastic steps. Drastic steps!
Do you think it's okay to leave him alone like that?
Oh, sure, I'm the troubled one.
Oh, that's true. Say, after the walk, why don't we, or after the zoo, why don't we walk over to the merry-go-round and maybe just find a nice tree that we can sit under and hold hands and talk.
Damn it, Mary, someone smoked a cigarette in here!
Oh, it was Peter. He had one afterwards.
Hey,
Can I not say smoke a cigarette in there because I'm out, right? Instead of in here, I'm standing here, right? So in there?
Yeah. I'll put him on this.
you don't need to. You don't need to.
Okay, that's it, so that's C.
Yep.
You got black?
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, it goes black, right?
Yeah, black.
Okay,
Black.
okay.
He's gonna hit me.
I just want you to do it. You've got to go from there. What is his lead in? Victoria, what is his lead when he says, goes over there and he says, get out of here, you floundering bastard?
Yeah, you want, okay, that's,
What's his lead?
I'm trying to find it.
You mean when I'm saying drastic steps?
Yeah.
Mary says I'll be back later.
No, philandering.
He's doing the slandering bastard.
Yeah,
So I'll
I
just
think
take
you've been saying something else first, have you? Like, he's in
Oh, yeah,
there,
that's right.
he's in there.
I think it's a sex just seems to
What's
be
he
a
doing
bonus.
in the what's he doing in the bedroom, is that what he says?
And that's in the very beginning. What you do with it.
What the hell's he doing in the bedroom?
No, that's not philandering husband.
Yeah, and then
Just
you
four balls on the
said,
couch.
get out of there, you.
Philandering bastard.
Just a lot
Okay.
of waterfalls.
I want you to come here when it's the bedroom. What's he doing in the bedroom? Get out of there, you floundering bastard!
Oh, God, don't shut the
Mary!
door.
Are you mad at me for something that I did already do? Okay, I want you to come right over. Okay, I'll unload that door from there.
So Mary's line is, so they took his wife away for reporting such a crazy thing,
All right.
which is what they'll do to you.
And then you say there'll be no more reading in this house.
That doesn't, there'll be no more reading in this house.
And when I went across, I went the wrong way, didn't I? That should be like. that's-
Yeah, you gotta keep your,
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
If you do it fast, you won't forget.
Yeah.
Just bounce off of that wire.
He's just talking.
Len,
The papers.
Sorry. Where did you find that?
oh, that was a straw.
Okay, action, let's go.
It's a nice place. Really nice place. I would have done it totally different, but still nice. You should check out the furniture they have at Pottery Barn. Really neat. I bought a bathroom rug from there once. It used to be blue. Until I washed it with bleach. And now it's a greenish color. But that's okay because it matches my curtains, which used to be yellow. Until I washed it with my red sweatshirt.
We don't have any Coke. Is ginger ale okay?
Ginger is fine. My dad drinks ginger ale all
What
the
did you
time.
say about? Don't forget, I don't want you look like you're thinking about what you're saying. And I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, you look like you're conscious of what you're saying, and I want you to look like it's just coming out and you're, yeah, it's like, can you walk around and say, oh, nice place. I was expecting something else. Not that, you know, and be looking at all the knickknacks and pictures and just throwing in words that really are unimportant, okay? Although I want to hear the story, okay? And then you're more involved in seeing what they got and looking at yourself. And the words, you're just throwing them in rather than being organised. You're sort of organised right now. No, I don't want that. I want you flippant, okay? Let's go for a start.
Okay. Nice place. Really nice place. I would have done it totally different, but it's still nice. You should check out some of the furniture they have at Pottery Barn. Really neat.
Give me a pause, give me a pause.
Pause.
Okay, yeah, really neat.
Yeah.
Now pause. Let's say something else. So, carry on.
Okay. Oh. You should check out some of the furniture they have at Pottery Barn. Really neat. I bought a bathroom rug from there once. It used to be blue until I washed it with bleach, and now it's a greenish color. Which is okay, because now it matches my curtains, which used to be yellow. Until I washed it with my red sweatshirt.
Walk over to the table over there, pick up the things on the table, have a look at them.
Okay.
Go over there, pick up the things and look at them.
There's gonna be a bar there too, like a portable
Keep
bar.
walking.
So maybe glasses and things you can.
You can just play with.
Okay.
Pour yourself a drink.
I'm close to it. If you do it now, imagine that it'll come really easy when the set's all done.
Okay.
You know, because you'll have done it and you'll go there and be something to look at. So, you're not doing bad, you're doing very good. It's just the way I'm looking ahead of it.
Okay. Nice place. Really nice place. I would have done it totally different, but still nice. You should check out some of the furniture they have at Pottery Barn. Really neat. I bought a bathroom rug from there once. It used to be blue until I washed it with bleach. Now it's a greenish color. Which is okay, because now it matches my curtains. Which used to be yellow until I washed it with my red sweatshirt.
We don't have any Coke. Is ginger ale okay?
Ginger ale's fine. My dad drinks ginger ale all the time. A lot of old people seem to like it a lot. I guess once your taste buds go, you don't mind anything so much.
Are you sure I can't get you anything to eat with us?
Oh no, I had a burger before I came up. Not a real burger, a veggie burger. Except for prime rib and once in a while shrimp, I'm vegetarian.
Oh.
It's horrendously barbaric. I don't know the beginning of that line.
When you think about it,
When you think about it, it's horrendously barbaric eating animals. If people would just remember that once in their lives, they had mothers who loved them, this whole planet would be vegetarian.
It's definitely something to consider. There you go.
Thanks. Of course, I have heard of certain species who eat their young. Not all of them, of course, or else they wouldn't be able to propagate. Wonderful word, isn't it? Propagate. It needs to be able to reproduce.
I know that. I think it's in the Bible.
I think it's in the
Don't
Bible.
tell me what to do.
I think it's in the Bible. Line?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What was the last thing you said?
I think it's in the Bible.
It's a fun word to pronounce, isn't it?
It's a fun word to pronounce, isn't it? Propagate. Ever notice how certain words just make you smile? Cerebellum's my favorite. I love to say it, but I can never find an occasion to use it. Cerebellum. It has something to do with your brain.
Excuse me.
I've heard that.
Actually, it's not only vegetarian as my champion. I'm also against guns, capital punishment, and English as a second language. Doesn't it just drive you crazy when you go into a French or Italian restaurant and can't make heads or tails out of the menu? It may sound petty, but darn it, it's our country. Order American. Those Thai restaurants drive me up the wall, although I am wild about the noodles.
Where did you say you're from originally?
Regular.
Scranton, Pennsylvania?
The school system must be amazing.
You know, you're not the first person to pick up on that. Come here, sit by me. Make yourself at home. So how do you know my agent?
I'm his tax attorney.
Oh, you're a tax attorney. Sounds interesting.
Well, at times it can be.
Gosh, I was so lucky to be home today to get Marty's call. It's such a beautiful day out. It seems like the whole city is out walking in Central Park.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. So you want to be an actress?
No! Sorry. I am an actress. I would like to be a more successful actress.
Well, of course. I think you will be a successful actress. You're very pretty.
I know.
You sure you don't want anything else to eat? There's a plant in the kitchen.
No. Sorry. No, I'm fine. You must be pretty nervous around me. All older men are.
You dated older men?
No, not really. I work part-time for the tie department at Macy's. The younger men come in, buy a tie, hit on me, and leave. But the older guys just stare and stare and stare. If their wives didn't eventually drag them off, they could be there for hours.
I'll bet.
But I like the attention. It reinforces the fact that I have a certain magnetism that an actress needs. I think that's all I'm Of course, I'm realistic enough to know that not every dream comes true. That's why if one of those jobs as a morning talk show host were to come up, first, I'd probably take it.
That's smart. I think you would make a good morning talk show host.
I have a knack for putting people at ease. Between you and me, that's all you really need.
You're supposed to go around the couch, or around the chair. Me too.
Between you and me, that's all you really need.
I kind of thought so.
Look at us. If I didn't loosen things up with a little pattern just now, we'd still be sitting here like zombies. Now you know a little something more about me. Oh, now we both know a little something more about each other. I'm an actress, and you're, what'd you say you were?
A tax attorney.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Tori, I was thinking after she says that, maybe a few seconds where I'm just, before I say it, like I'm not sure if I should say it to her or not.
You just keep doing that. When you're off that script, I'll work much more with you.
Okay.
And then we'll get this out there.
Yeah, okay. Just repeat that line again.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Tori, have you ever considered taking Ritalin?
Ring, ring.
Ring, ring.
Ring, ring,
Ring, ring, ding-a-ling-a-ling, sorry, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hello? Oh, hey, Fred. Okay, thanks. That was the doorman. My wife's on the way up. Let's do this on the sofa. You're fast.
This is kind of exciting. It's my acting debut, you know.
You've never acted before?
Well, I've acted before. I
You're
just
supposed to
never
put
had
your hand on her
Okay,
arm,
say that.
remember?
This is exciting. It's kind of my acting debut, you know.
You've never acted before?
Well, I've acted before. I just never had the lines.
You're not going to have any lines now. This is a non-speaking part. Didn't Marty tell you what this was all about?
Yes, to be very affectionate towards you when your wife comes home.
That's right, and that's all.
Well, I like to talk when I'm being affectionate. You know, say things like, oh, cookie, oh, sugar, oh, baby. It's very effective.
Tell you what, Marty said I should pay you $100. Keep your mouth shut, I'll throw in another 25.
I don't know. I'm not really in this business for the money.
Please, I don't need any more problems than I already have. Look, she's going to be here any second. Why don't you sit on my lap?
How's this?
Good, very good.
Would you like me to kiss you?
I don't really think that's necessary.
Well, if you'd like to shake up your wife, I really think it would help. Do you prefer open mouth, tongue, or what?
No. How about if you make it look like something's happening without it really happening? That would be acting, right?
I guess so. How's this? Oh, cookie. Oh, sugar. Oh, baby.
Please, no dialogue.
Hi, dear. I picked up some salmon for dinner. How does that sound to you?
Oh, hi, honey. I didn't expect you home so early. Salmon sounds great.
Hi.
I'm acting.
Wait, I thought you'd like that.
Hi.
Hey!
Well, you're married to quite a reasonable woman, aren't you? Now what?
Mary, didn't you see what's happening in here?
Of course she saw what was happening in here. I have that magnetism, remember?
Mary!
I see the young lady, dear. Now, did you want your salmon warmed up, or did you want your salmon cold or warmed up a bit? And would your friend like to stay for dinner? I bought more than enough.
Except for prime rib and once in a while shrimp, I'm vegetarian.
She's not staying for... Were you done?
No. Of course, salmon is kind of in the shrimp family, isn't it?
Mary, she's not staying for anything. Can you please excuse me? Mary, can't you see what's going on here?
Please, Brian, I can see what you're trying to do. You would like me to think that this is your fantasy. That the thought of me seeing you with someone else will somehow jar something in my head so that my fantasy might leave. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out, dear. But the truth is, I can see your fantasy.
Of course. So what? That's the way I do fantasies.
Well, if I can see your fantasy, then it's not a fantasy. It's a reality. And since she's a reality, you, my dear husband, could be in deep doo-doo. Except that you're not. Because I realize that all of this is my fault, and so I grant you clemency. Take a lead on the balcony tonight.
She's so sweet and understanding. You're a very lucky guy.
Look, Mary, you don't think I have real fantasies?
Hold on, you got lean on the wall
Okay, yeah.
and tilt 1/3 out that way. Turn slightly to your left. You could still talk to her, but let us see you.
Look, Mary, you don't think I have real fantasies? Fantasies I can't see?
Of course I do. And until you want to go public, I would never intrude on them. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but fantasies will never hurt me.
Yeah, but yours is killing me. The thought of you with someone else. I swear, I could go post.
She has another lover? Now this is starting to make sense.
Only you would think so.
Why?
I've changed my mind. Have you got
I
anything to
changed my
munch on?
mind. Have you got anything to munch on?
There's some ivy in the front of the building. Stuff yourself. Mary, I am slowly coming to my edge.
Brian, do you think I wanted this to happen? Do you think I wanted an old love to show up and provide me with one of the most remarkable days I've had in ages?
Mary, you've got a dark side. Mary, you've got a dark side. I'm surprised I never saw it before.
Well, you'll be happy to know that he's gone.
Really? You mean that? What happened?
Well, basically I told him that he and I could never have a relationship and that he had to get out of my life.
You told an invisible man while walking in the park.
Yep.
Yeah. You told this to an invisible man while you were walking in the park.
That's the beauty of New York. People walk around New York?
That's the beauty of New York. Yeah.
That's the beauty of New York. People walk around all the time talking to themselves and no one really seems to care much.
So let me get this straight. You're driving your husband crazy because you're fooling around with a man who isn't really here?
Okay, sit
With
down
an old
again.
boyfriend.
Sit down again. Give her a lead in.
Old boy.
That's a nice thing
What'd I
about
say?
New York.
Man.
Yeah, okay, give
Oh,
her a
man.
lead. Ready, be ready for her to say that. And then jump out. And even if you're like, whoa, what? Let me get this one. I don't care if you just make a noise, but say.
You want her to get out of the chair there, Len? Is that what you're saying?
But, whoa, let me get this
Whoa,
one.
hold up.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
beauty of New York. People walk around all the time talking to themselves, and other people don't seem to really mind much.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me get this straight.
That's a
You're...
perfect.
Good.
Let me get this straight. You're driving your husband crazy because you're fooling around with an old boyfriend who isn't really here?
It really was a marvelous experience, a remarkable experience.
It was disgusting. She had sex with him. And afterwards they had a cigarette.
And he kissed me, and he held me, and he told me he loved me, and he begged me to forgive him for making one of the biggest mistakes of his life by letting me go. And I felt absolutely marvelous hearing it.
Oh, wow, how neat.
No, was he cute?
Oh, was he cute? Was he cute?
He was very nice looking.
Because he was all made up in her head. The truth is, that old boyfriend of hers is probably bald, fat, and feeble.
Okay,
Why?
okay, go back to, well, was he neat? And you said, now I want you to move a little bit towards the center of that couch. You to move a little bit center, so it's just a little bit, and then you come in, and only because he wanted
Okay.
separate him, okay? So do that again. Go from.
Yeah, and I felt absolutely marvelous hearing it.
Oh, wow, how neat. Oh,
Was he very nice?
Was he cute?
He was very nice looking.
Okay, get in there quick, really quick.
Okay, yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Open them up. So the closer you guys get, the better.
What you say is it was really a remarkable experience.
No, that's
No?
before.
And I felt absolutely
And I felt
marvelous.
absolutely marvelous hearing it.
Was he cute?
He was very nice looking.
Come on,
Jump
let's go
in.
to sleep. Come on. Let's go.
My line is it was disgusting, right?
No, that's
Because he was
before.
all made up in your head. The truth is, that old
Oh,
boyfriend
okay,
of hers is
okay.
probably bald, fat people.
I got it, okay.
Okay?
He's only-
So I felt absolutely marvelous hearing it.
And I felt absolutely marvelous hearing it.
Was he cute?
He was very nice looking.
Because it was all made up in her head. Her old boyfriend is probably bald, fat, and feeble.
Why? You're not.
Well, maybe, just maybe, and keep an open mind when I say this. Maybe,
Bill, you want a big pause between well maybe and just maybe? Len wanted you to have a big pause.
between maybe,
Maybe
just
and
maybe.
just maybe.
Okay. Well, maybe, just maybe, and keep an open mind when I say this, maybe I'm special.
No, you're not. There's a lot of men your age that look just like you. How old are you? 65, 70?
You're acting, aren't you? Tell me you're acting.
She's young, dear. To her, everyone over 40 looks like a senior citizen.
Here's $150, go home.
Oh, wow. I don't really feel like I've earned it. Can I vacuum your rug before I go?
No, just go.
Well, I insist on washing my glass.
Now, Brittany, when she says she's young, dear. Now, don't smile like you don't know
You'll
what
get it.
these two old people are talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Keep going.
Insist on washing my glass.
Look, Mary, it's all behind us. It's just you and me again. In time, I'll get over it and forgive you for everything. We'll be right back to where we were at 9:15 this morning. Nice and comfortable and somewhat happy.
No, Brian. That's exactly where I don't want to be. I don't want to settle for nice and comfortable. I want some of that magic back. That wonderful magic we just let slip by us. I want us to be more aware of each other. I want us to be more interested in each other. How we look, how we think, how we feel. I want you to be more interested in us being together. Not just waiting for special occasions to kiss, hold hands. I want to feel like I'm important to you again.
Well, I'm off. Are you sure there isn't anything else I can do? If you have a dog, I'd be happy to walk it.
Please, just go home.
So cute.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
I'll get it. Yes?
Hi, can I speak to you for a minute?
Oh my God!
Brittany, when you go over there, be looking out of the window, okay? And then when he comes in, then you turn around, okay? Okay, I'll just a word for her. Keep going.
Oh my, blah. Go ahead.
This is,
No, wait.
oh,
Okay. Oh my God, it's Peter. He's back.
this is him, this is Peter?
You see him too?
Damn right I do, the rat bastard! Black.
Black.
Blackout! Blue. He's gonna have a blackout.
Super. Okay. So don't forget, Brendan, don't go over there and wait, looking at the door. Go out there, looking at the view, and then when the door opens and she says, Brian, Peter, when she says Peter, turn around. Okay? Okay, Jeff.
Oh, my face. Why the hell did you hit me?
This is New York, there's a lot of hostility here.
I can't believe it's Peter. Peter Lawrence.
You know me? Who are you?
You don't
You
recognize
remember
him?
No, not really. But of course, with that punch in the face, my eyes could have gone out of whack.
I'm Mary Winslow.
Mary Winslow? No!
Yes.
Mary Winslow? My Mary Winslow?
No, my Mary Winslow. No, sorry.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right.
No, my Mary Winslow, and now it's Mary Winslow Hanson.
Of course, I see it now. Your hair is different, but those lips are the same. Oh, how could I forget those lips?
Maybe another whack to the head would do it.
Brian.
So this is your old boyfriend? This is so cool!
Yeah, why is it so cool?
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Now, hold on. See where you're standing. For her to answer you, she's got to turn around. So you're upstairs, so not only that, she's blocking you. So come over one side, come right down, either in front of there by the couch, or round this side. Walk right over, you know. So just do it again.
Don't block me.
Yeah. And don't you force her to upstage her. Okay, let's do it again. Say, that's so cool. Go from your life.
So this is your old boyfriend? This is so cool!
What's so...
See, and now if he's gonna stand there, don't look at him. You can look at him while he's talking, but don't look at him while you talk. Okay?
Never look back. Is the theme.
This is so cool!
Yeah, why is it so... Yeah, you're looking back.
That's all right.
She's not talking.
She's not speaking.
Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, sorry.
This is so cool!
Yeah, why is it so cool?
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
That's it. Don't turn and look at him. Stand out here. He can stand there, because you're not looking at him now, and you can talk out this way. You don't have to look at him to talk.
Okay.
Okay, keep it like that. Keep going.
I forget where I am.
Well, let's do, yeah, why is it so cool? It's only 2 lines, so let's do that.
Why is it so cool?
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so what's not so cool? Hi, I'm Tori Clark. I guess at this point you can say I'm a friend of the family.
Hi. Wow, this is wild. Mary Winslow. You look wonderful, Mary.
Oh, you too, Peter. Believe it or not, you're exactly the way I imagined you.
You imagine me?
Yes, it was some sort of crazy fantasy. I can't explain it. It happened earlier today. It was amazing.
She even had...
Oh, she even had sex with you. It's so cosmic, huh?
Have you ever had a thought you didn't utter?
Sex? She did?
Okay, actually, when you said she even had sex with you, it's so cosmic, huh? You're supposed to go up and behind.
Oh.
And then you go back to sit in the chair. When you say, have you ever had a thought that you didn't utter, that's when you go back to the chair.
Okay.
Okay?
She even had sex with you. It's so cosmic, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Have you ever had a thought you didn't utter?
Now go sit in the chair like you've been scolded.
Sex? She did?
That's right, and wipe that smile off your face.
I just can't believe you're exactly the way I imagined you'd look. I mean, same hair, same eyes, same build, same everything. Well, that's visible, I mean.
And now here I am, completely by accident. What an eerie surprise.
I don't have you sitting in the chair, Brian.
Here it goes.
I have you behind the chair, but I don't have you sit on the chair.
And now here I am. Totally by accident. What a eerie coincidence.
Oh no, things like this happen all the time in Shakespeare, so I totally accept it. So I totally accept it? Is that right?
Yeah.
Take Romeo and Juliet, for instance. What are the odds of both of them dying? I never saw that one coming. I love Shakespeare. I try and see all of his movies.
She's your fantasy.
Okay, let's get down to the bottom line.
Okay, won't run the chair now. Okay.
Okay, let's get down to the bottom line. What are you doing in New York?
Do you live here?
No, I have to stay here for a few months on business. I'm a troubleshooter for an international trade conglomerate, and I travel all over the world.
Sounds very high-powered.
A lot more interesting. A lot more interesting than a tax attorney, I bet.
And well, I was looking into a sublet, which just happened to be the apartment next door. I thought it might be a good idea to talk to someone who lived in this building.
Well, it's awful. The air conditioning stinks, the elevator is slow, and some of the neighbors are violent, especially on this floor.
You know, just a sec. What's my line again?
I had no idea.
I had no idea you lived here, Mary. I knew that you had moved to New York, but I wouldn't have thought to look you up.
You wouldn't?
But now that I'm here and I see you, I mean, all those wonderful memories of the two of us just come flooding back, don't they?
You have no idea.
I have an idea, and it's not a pretty picture.
You know, your husband, he must be the luckiest man in the world to be married to you.
Gosh, he's smooth. No wonder your wife had sex with him.
Didn't I send you home?
I didn't say it, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Your wife, I'm sorry, you must be so unhappy.
No, it's your wife. Your wife must be
Oh,
very
yeah, sorry.
special herself.
Well, I never did get married, but I guess it's just for the best, really. I mean, seems I've turned into nothing but a runaround, you know, going from affair to affair, no stability at all.
You must be so unhappy. Oh, I would imagine.
No, not really. Actually, it's been great. No ties, no roots, no commitments, just footloose and fancy free.
See, Mary, you'd have no life with him either.
You know, I would be lying if I didn't tell you that every once in a while I feel like I'm not having as good a time as I think. I think that maybe I'm missing a very basic part of the human experience. You know, marriage, a relationship, maybe with someone like you, Mary.
This is so sweet. So let me get this straight. Now that you two have met again, it's starting to rekindle something, huh?
What the hell is this? The love connection? She's my wife.
Well, it's such a charming story. And old love shows up. I'd like to see it have a happy ending.
It does. She married me. She has charge cards all over the city. Besides, these two would end up very disappointed with each other.
Why do you say that?
Yeah, why?
Because you're not the same people that you were 30 years ago. You've both grown to need and expect different things. A couple like Mary and I, well, we're used to each other. Our moods, our habits. It stands to reason that your dirty underwear and socks on the bedroom floor can't possibly be as acceptable to Mary as mine. Right, Mary?
Sit in the chair.
Right, Mary?
Maybe.
Mine?
I guess I'm a hopeless romantic.
I guess I'm a hopeless romantic, but I believe that love conquers all. I mean, if Hillary were to ever bow out of the picture, I'd love to see Bill and Monica get back together.
Look, let's cut to the chase. Are you taking the apartment or not?
Yes, I'm curious too. Well, just as a nosy neighbor.
I think I will. You know, I've been living out of suitcases all my life, but in this building and in that apartment, for some reason I can't explain, I feel a warmth, a welcome.
Really? I decorated it.
And for the first time in a long time, not lonely.
Oh, lonely is such a sad word.
Try cerebellum. That will cheer you up.
So you're moving next door to me and my wife, your old girlfriend.
Look, you got nothing to worry about. I'm sure we'll become great friends. I may even forget about suing you for smashing me in the face.
Wouldn't hurt to be nice, Brian. He has a strong case.
I know. Look, Pete, old pal, just out of curiosity, what are the Morgans asking a month for their place?
$3,200.
I'll let you have this place for $28.
Brian!
Okay, $26.50, and I'll include utilities.
Brian, where are you going with this?
It makes sense, Mary. I'll give him the apartment and you and I will go to Europe with the Morgans. It's obvious we need a second honeymoon too. Make the deal right now, Peter, and I'll throw in maid service and HBO.
Brian, why are you so insecure?
I lost you to a fantasy. What chance have I got with the real merchandise?
Oh, for goodness sakes, don't be silly. In all the years we've been
Hold on
married.
a minute. Give him your lead in from where you going with this.
Yeah.
Where you going with it. And then just pause for a minute, or just half a minute and say.
Like, so for goodness
I didn't
sake,
have
pause.
I didn't have a chance for the fantasy, but.
Don't
and whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
So I lost you to a fantasy,
Before I
pause.
lost you to
What
a
chance I got with the real merchandise, okay.
So I pause before I say that.
Yep,
Okay.
so I lost you to a fantasy, pause.
Okay, I got it.
What chance have I
Yeah.
got?
Brian, why are you so insecure?
I lost you to a fantasy. What chance have I got with the real merchandise?
Oh, Brian, don't you think I know right from wrong? In all the years we've been married, except for today, have I ever given you one iota of cause for concern?
All I know is that I need you, Mary. Without you, I'd have no reason to get up in the morning, or walk in the sunshine, or listen to the birds sing. Without you, I'd have no reason to look at the moon or the stars. Because without you, nothing in my life would matter anymore.
God, you're needy.
Would you shut up?
Oh, gee, Brian, that's the nicest thing you ever said to me. No sunshine, no stars. I like that.
You know, I'm really glad I took this job today. I never realized how older men were still capable of showing passion and little boy behavior. Two characteristics I absolutely love. This line is line?
If you really think about
If
it,
you really think about it, older men are the best
best of all possible
best
worlds.
of all possible worlds. They're adoring, steady, loyal, and God, they have money too. If there's one thing I learned on the road of life, is that a girl has to keep her options open. Oh gosh, Mary, you're so lucky. All younger guys want to do is screw and go out for pizza.
Ah, what great memories.
Well, sex doesn't have to be memory, Brian. There's all kinds of aids and stimulants on the market.
I was talking about pizza. I have a cholesterol problem.
I want to thank all three of you. I'm leaving today with a more elevated opinion of those in their golden years.
Am I the only one this kid depresses?
Well, I've got to get going. I have to make some important calls to Europe. I look forward to being in your life again, Mary. But of course, only as a friend and neighbor.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, don't forget, I'm right next door.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
And I'll be standing right next to her with the baseball bat. Keep that in mind.
I'll try to do that.
I'm going uptown. Would you mind giving me a lift?
I'm going downtown.
Oh, I can go downtown too.
Look,
Oh, look, this may sound a little pushy, but I find you really cool, and since I just came into an easy $150, I was thinking I could buy you dinner.
Really? Well, I like that idea a lot.
I thought you might. What do you want to eat?
Nice juicy steak sounds good to me.
Great. I'll have roast beef.
Damn, I'm even buying him dinner.
Well, so long, you two. See you again soon.
Bye-bye. It was nice meeting both of you. Mary, take care of Brian. In spite of his silly disposition, he's actually kind of cute.
Well, why don't we both be honest? What did you really think of him?
A little disappointing.
I'm glad to hear that.
I was hoping he wouldn't be that well-adjusted or successful. And he obviously exudes that special charm. I mean, the way that young girl went after him.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding like a sore winner, I hope she gets him.
Well, when Peter takes the apartment, we'll see if anything comes of it.
Peter's not getting the apartment.
Why not?
Because I do the Morgan's taxes. Bob Morgan's involved in an oil deal that's a little bit east of Flake. an anonymous call to the IRS about it, and he'll be stuck in an audit for the next 2 years. He's not going anywhere, and neither is the apartment.
Brian, that's awful.
I know. Let that be a lesson. No one messes with Brian Hanson's woman.
You were jealous, weren't you?
Yes,
Very jealous?
very.
Good. Better get to the salmon.
I love Sam,
I know that.
but I love you even more. So you see, basically, what we have here is a very solid, functional union with the most beautiful woman that I'm just crazy about.
You are some guy.
At times I can be.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you.
I think that act's looking really good.
Okay, wait. Brittany, the bit, when Brian says, that was they're just coming up right now. When he says they're coming up, that's when you stand, okay? And another thing, when you're talking out to the